they will have cogs, the Spirium on the cogs as well, so it's not that bad of an idea.
Okay.
I'm just a little worried. I think Necro as a pick has been extremely popular. We've seen it yesterday being played as a core. People are, by core I mean position one,
yeah.
when Matu played it, but mostly on the off lane. This hero just does really well. I'm not sure about this matchup.
Okay.
Mid matchup, this also hero has been extremely popular on the mid lane. Pangolier, maxing out his both abilities, not going for the lucky shot, getting the diffusal blade. We've seen what this hero can do. Extremely strong. I don't think it's like as strong in terms of laning against Storm Spirit. Probably one of the better matchups when we're talking about the spirits.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see how this top lane plays out. Fishman as the clock. Have a pretty nice time. I think some of the battery is so. See if Secret are able to put any pressure onto Crystallis. Have rather a free time. Down on the bottom lane, Toby on the SK. I mean, what do you expect out of this? Is SumaiL going to take a lot of sort of harassment and damage from the SK with the caustic of the sandstorm, or should he still be able to hit creeps down here fine?
Ranking is a strong laner. He's going to be able to get the creeps. Pagna is getting zoned out. We see the ghost picked up by Enchantress.
Oh yeah, Kataomi's going for it here. Or he's not going to keep chasing though. He'll at least leave the ghost there. But yeah, Puppey getting pushed right away from the lane by Kataomi and his creep there.
Giving Stanking some free experience against melee matchup always works well. He's very weak, level 1.
Yeah.
And the Puppey so far has been pushed out of the lane.
Top lane. That's nice. He's taking a lot of damage here. Yep, so it's coming in with the body blocks. But they've got the slow, and a couple more right clicks are needed. Oh, push back for the cogs. He's gonna do it. Fishman gets the first blood there. Yapsaw not able to quite catch Fishman with the God's Rebuke, so Fishman will be able to walk away, and Entity will get first blood on ice.
As expected, like this is very difficult lane for Necro. He definitely needs to get like boots, maybe even Vindlace on top of that to be able to run away. Because if Clockwork connects on top of him, he's just straight up dead.
Absolutely, Fishman able to set up Crystallis to get those really long static links off. Build up that damage to a point that Ice is not going to have fun laning against.
And this is something that I mentioned on the mid lane. Storm Spirit 14-5 against 9-2 on Pango. A bit difficult because what Pango wants to do is jump on top of you, get a good trade-off with the shield crash. He needs to be careful when playing into Storm Spirit because he will get pulled. Sitting on top of the Remnant also does a lot of damage, so gotta be careful about it.
Top lane. We're seeing a bit of a struggle again here for Secret as Yapsa just gets run down, and he's certainly going to go, oh, maybe they have the uphill miss. That doesn't matter. Crystallis still able to chase down, reach in, and take out another from this top lane. As really just feel that Secret are going to have a very tough time now, especially with these 2 deaths on that top side.
It's also not a killer lane. It's more about the sustain in their lane. Puppey. He has a couple of tangos to work with, but they are putting a lot of pressure.
Oh, is it? Ooh, Ice. Getting a little low again. Keep our eyes on this top lane because multiple times there, Entity are very close to getting the kills. They may get Ice. No, not quite enough damage. But still, Crystallis pulling Ice completely away from the creeps.
Entity will need to pull the lane back so that they have a longer lane to work with, and also Fishman brings some extra regen, unblocking the small camp on the top lane, so he will be able to do that.
Back over in the mid. Stormstormer still trying his best to catch back up, but Nisha deep with the start could allow him to turn up earlier to these side lanes, maybe even the top to help things out a bit. They are struggling. Power of the support clock definitely proving its worth here against these 2.
Power of the support clock or weakness of the support mark?
I mean, yeah, I guess depends how you look at it. You know, I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
So yeah, Clockwork is level 3, 2 points in battery. A lot of kill threat coming out from that. Also, he's bringing the Boots of Speed. He got the first blood, so has some extra gold. And once you have that Boots of Speed, you're pretty much done. You're ready to go as a position 5 Clockwork. All you want to do is go in, potentially die, refill the bottle on mid, and just get the solo XP to your carry. I'm not saying you should die, but sometimes it sounds like an ideal situation. Nisha will hit the level 6 much faster than Pango. Pango just hit level 5, so there's also a kill threat possible on a mid lane, and it's a good Storm game. They have very limited amount of stuns. The only hero he needs to be afraid of is pretty much Sanking, and Sanking so far is doing well. Investing a decent amount of gold in these like smaller items. Ancients nor the big camps are not stacked at the moment.
I'm gonna try and go for Puppey here. It's a lot of damage. Ooh, with the impetus. Very close, but not quite able to take him down. SumaiL's gonna try and run down Kataomi a little bit here as the Wraith King. Big crit. Not enough to take Kataomi down, as he'll be able to salve up.
Kataomi, he had Fairy Fire, didn't even flinch, didn't even use it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe he wasn't expecting the crit.
Was living on the edge there, but it pays off. He's gonna be fine.
There's not much value from skeletons on the bottom lane. That's a bit of problematic because they do get popped by Caustic, so you need to be careful about that. It's an insane amount of damage. You do have a Sandstorm as well on top of it. Ice, top lane, 18 CS. You see a Razor with 29. This is one of the Crystalist's best heroes. He just knows how to play it, knows the limits of the hero. So they also need to be... Okay, finally they get the D ward.
Still have to be careful how they step up those secret. You can see Fishman very ready to just sweep into the lane from the trees and set up for Crystalist to run down one of the two of them again. Things back down bottom. SumaiL getting very close to the armlet. It's rather low. Each time Kataomi tries to move over and threaten SumaiL here with the Centaur. See if they can find some sort of stun lockdown. They're going to make a bit of a move, but have they got enough damage? No, they don't. One charge is there. SumaiL will now turn, and the backup comes in. Nisha zips over towards Toby. The dust is indeed in. They'll lose the first life from SumaiL, but he had the reincarnation ready, so he's not too fussed at all. And now Nisha, maybe see if he can pick up Kataomi as well here with his last bit of mana, chasing down the Enchantress. Decrepify into the blast. Nisha should have a right click after the Decrepify wears off, and he does indeed. Nisha able to come in with a big move that the secret needed and get the 2 kills on that bottom lane.
That's exactly what they needed. They need to enable Nisha in this game because he is having a good time. And he's the one who's getting the kills, which is really important. We've seen what Storm Spirits can do in a free game like this, I would say. Stormer has mana boots, working towards the Diffusal Blade. Not involved yet. I mean, he actually went to the top lane. No, never mind. Rolling Thunder was used.
Yeah, I think they managed to kill Yapso off the back of that move, but Iso lives, and once again, Iso able to survive. Crystalist and Fishman can't quite run him down completely.
A lot of value will be coming out from Enchant.
Well, bottom lane.
Oh, this Puppey guy, he looks pretty dead.
Yeah, he does. Easy move there for Toby. Pops the epi and just runs down the poor old Pugner. Toby does it, and yeah, Toby gets the kill. No chance at all for Puppey.
They can't play the bottom lane. Like, this is going to be an early tower, and they're also protecting their tier 1 tower on the top lane, so there's not going to be any trade. SumaiL can't play as aggressive, doesn't have ulti, does have armlet, so that's going to give him some extra survivability and farm potential, but this bottom tower is going down.
Radiant's bottom tower.
To go back to point about the enchant, like, you're playing into Pugna, into Necro, so you will be able to dispel both of these abilities.
Yeah, that's true, actually. There's going to be a lot of strength from Kataomi. And you can look for those sort of moves. And we see, as you said, he's just completely moving away from that bottom lane. And even the jungle area down is not going to be too safe. So Toby will be able to walk in quite confidently and mess with SumaiL's ability to hit the creep safely. We'll see what areas of the map SumaiL is able to find farming. He'll start moving over to the top triangle now. Top lane. And for an attempt to be made here on Ice. It's a lot of damage, but each and every time he does make sure he has the Ghost Shroud ready to save himself once he's at underneath the tower. And the TP, or movement at least, comes in again from Nisha. As he's ready to try and make something happen now up top. Fishman's prepared, he'll lay down the cogs, and Nisha, not wanting to blindly zip into the high ground, won't be able to make anything of it.
It got scouted. Back to the mid lane to continue farming, going into Kaya Sanj, triple null talismans. We've seen yesterday 5 null talismans.
Was it 6, I think, in the end?
I think it was 5 at one point, plus a link.
It was a lot.
Yeah, there's the kill that we missed. Stormer using his Rolling Thunder and Fishman. securing that kill with the rocket flare.
Slight bit of a lead here for Entity. 1k up for 10 minutes. Nisha find another opportunity. Kataomi all alone in the jungle. As Nisha continues to have a very, very good start to this game. 2-0-1. Storm Spirit could be exactly what Secret need. Buy time, SumaiL to get that space. Turn up. We'll see top lane. A little bit of an attempt from Fishman, but quickly put to a stop there.
Yeah, oh, Blink Dagger.
See if they can lock him down. They've got him in a great spot around the stairs, but not quite where they need to.
It was very difficult for Pango to get the good angle there to be able to connect it. So 2 ultis used, 3 ultis used, because there was also Clockwork hook shot used on the top.
There was, yeah.
Yapster, he has one job. They try to go on Ice, he uses Spear of Mars. That's pretty much his job. Bought the book, he's level 6, so there is some kill threat right now. I think Nisha should be a bit more active now, does have Arcane Rune, and without Epicenter and also without Pango roll, they should try to pick off the kill.
There we go, smoke time from the two of them, Nisha and Yapsor. So ideally, they want to find Crystalis. He'll be the big one to take down at this stage, and just requires Yapsor to pretty much catch him in the arena. But Fishman in a great spot, blocking off any attempt for Secret to get into the jungle. He will lose his life, but his positioning may just have got them enough info to keep.
Nisha will steal the stacks. He'll take the big creeps from it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is what Clockwork needs to be a bit careful about. The cogs that we've seen, you know, Spear connecting to it, and now they can pressure the top tower. This build of Necro has been popular, going for Spirit Vessel, having an extra bit of regen, and just gives him the tankiness and overtime damage with his aura. Works really well. Yapster still has Arena.
Gonna TP him with Fishman, and he has got a hook shot. So if they want to set something up with a hook shot into Rolling Thunder, they could. There's 3 heroes of Secret here. Arena's down. Yapsor's going to open things up straight away. Nisha also able to zip across, and indeed with the side slam down on Stormer. No chance for the Pango whatsoever. Fishman also nowhere to run. Secret get both kills, and with the presence and push of the Pugner, they'll be able to blow this tower up.
Secret understanding how top lane needs to be played. They lost Necro only one time, which is okay. I thought it might be a disaster, but they played it extremely well.
Yep.
Yapster was just protecting Necro the whole time. Nisha with the zip.
They go for Crystalis. Crystalis, he needs help, and he needs it now. TP's coming in from Toby, but it's not going to be soon enough to do anything. The Burrow Strike missing as well. As now Secret will maybe see if they can chase down the Sand King on top of it. Kataomi turns up, and Secret they'll back off. Nisha already using all of his mana for that kill on Crystalis, doesn't want to continue fighting. He'll back off, pick up his Kaya. Yeah, we're seeing some good moves now from Secret, starting to be able to shut down Crystalis and make sure that he can't keep up with the farm that SumaiL's getting over on his side of the map.
Good initiation, first arena usage, they get the kill, get some extra value from the Reaper side on Ice, and most importantly, SumaiL, he's farming. He like just playing with the 4 heroes right now. Big roll, that's gonna be a kill.
Yeah, back in action, Entity. I want to make something of it, but at the same time they're making that move up top. Crystalis felt that it may have been safe to farm down on the bottom side of the map, but it wasn't to be. Secret turn up and take him down pretty much as soon as he gets himself back out on the map after they killed him initially in his own jungle.
Nisha has been extremely active. We talked about how he needs to be able to deliver for his team. The rest of the heroes are very slow. Like you have position 5 Pugna, which is, you know, he comes online a little bit faster. But we've seen like different ways of playing with the Storm Spirit. We've seen Io Storm, Keeper of the Light Storm. Pugna, he can do the same thing. But Puppy, he's also very greedy player, so he will go for like extra waves. And look at his builds, like 3-2-2-1 on Pugna, just mixing things up a little bit. Another zip.
I think another kill. Nisha 6-0-3 here. 14 minutes in as the mid Storm. An incredibly active Storm performance here from Nisha in this early game, and Entity are struggling to deal with him.
They need Sand King to get the stun off, and also Pango to lock him with this ulti. Pango does have a Diffusal Blade as well, so there's going to be a lot of damage.
Puppy, talk about the greed. A little bit deep on the high ground of mid there.
He wanted that tower.
He nearly got it. He nearly got it. But instead, Entity, they get his life.
Also, Clockwork might not need to use cogs when he sees Mars. That's his death. Like, that's easy way to set up a spear. It's gonna be a smoke. They want to take a fight for sure. Pango does have a roll. 15 seconds until Epi.
Yeah, talking about the Sand King as well. Toby's saving up a lot of gold.
I mean, this is underneath the ward. They got scouted.
Oh yeah.
Because the entry that they placed was a bit too far away. So Secret, they know.
I mean, incredibly unlikely to find anything here. Nisha.
They see me rolling, they don't care because I didn't hit anything.
Yeah. Nothing's going to be found there at all. There's Stormer and Thief preemptively going in with the ult just in case he could find that quick connection, but wasn't to be. Secret completely out of the area. SumaiL getting very close to his next big item here. Him and Nisha are up at the top. See Nisha getting hooked and pushed back by the cogs. He won't mess around with them.
There was no sanking. They needed sanking there. If there's no rolling thunder, they're not gonna get the kill. And Storm Spirit dropping all of his nulls, even Kaya in the backpack for extra efficiency, while Pugna is giving him the drain.
Denied. Radiant's
Kato is able to get the deny on the mid-tier 1. I mean, on the numbers, it continues to be very close this game. Less than 1k, 16 minutes in. SumaiL, I'm trying to go for a bit of action on Kataomi, but doesn't want to waste his time with that. As he's very close to having his Desolator done, really. Yeah, just about a few hundred gold, and SumaiL's going to be rocking up to the fights with a phase armlet Deso.
Both teams are going to hit the similar timing when they want to take another big fight. Pretty much smoke with 4, maybe even 5 players. Because what Entity is looking for is this BKB on Razor, which is going to be done in 500 gold. And SumaiL needs 300 gold to finish off his Deso. Has level 2 ulti, so they want to get fight near the Roche pit so they can transition that possibly into Roche. Need to be careful because playing into Pango could be a bit difficult. Spear.
Hey, Absol not able to catch Toby with that there. Nice. He'll opt for the TP out, but the hook shot's still up and ready. Fishman able to come in, stop the escape of Ice. As Entity will be able to catch both of them. As Yapsor and Ice go down. Puppy also having to be cautious as Stormer nearly gets his hands on him as well under the tower. Secret, they're hovering around, but do they really want to try and fight 3 versus 5? It could be risky.
Entity, they already set up the vision on the high ground, so they see if Secret want to approach from that angle. Razor's half HP, no mana, BKB's coming to him, so he doesn't feel like he can join the fights. Let's see what he digs. Doesn't dig anything of value. Just gets the filthy Cabal.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, and in fact, Chrysalis just going to leave the area completely. Not interested in taking a fight anywhere anytime soon. Does mean that top areas open up for Secret to maybe consider Roche, especially if they get some sort of a pick-off. But Entity, they're grouping up and moving down towards Chrysalis. Only Stormer that's left alone at the moment.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
SumaiL. He's actually going to be able to find Fishman, but hook shots at the ready. Fishman able to save himself. We are certainly seeing the damage that's coming in already from this Wraith King. Certainly hurts.
It really does. Entity, they are already placing the vision around the area, around the Roche. They have 2 observer boards, so they understand like what Team Secret wants to do in terms of taking the fight and going for the Roche.
Yeah.
Necro almost has shards, so that's going to be a good saving tool for Razor. He already has a Ghost Shroud, but still needs to be careful. This hero is very sluggish, like he just doesn't move in a team fight, so you got to be very careful how you position yourself.
They're going for Roche, and they're going to be doing it at a pretty good time with SumaiL and his Desolator.
Is under attack.
It has been spotted out. How long are we looking on the hook shot? 4 seconds, so there could be a potential steal from Fishman, and the Secret know it. They're already stepping out at the pit. Puppy aggressively heading in. I mean, they want to really push back Entity. as there's multiple. In fact, we have pretty much 3 heroes that can easily jump into the pit, and Secret know it. It is very risky trying to commit to finish it whilst Entity's alive. So they know that they've got to opt for looking for kills instead. They smoke up, and they'll see if they can catch someone off Entity before they look to finish that Roshan.
Our scan.
Fire are using the scan. It's not going to connect, not going to find anything.
Nature Radiance.
So gets the jump. Kataomi scouting things out in the front lines. Secret backing off. They know how difficult it is for them to get the jump themselves. Roshan is low, but as I say, it's a risk to try and go back in and commit for it. And indeed, Secret, they're not going to do that.
Ice, drawing on a minimap. Out, the lanes are pushed.
Toby's got pretty deep here. He's led in as Chrysalis is going to try and follow up on this one. Taking down Puppey. Hookshot across from Fishman. Will get held out by the arena. Toby goes down. Fishman taking heavy damage from Ice, but if we ever keep the distance. Rolling further from Stormstormer comes in, controlling Ice. Chrysalis now will commit with the BKB. Takes out the Necrophos. At the moment, it's 2 for 1.
Secret wants to take this fight. Nisha is a bit low on mana, but they know that there is no BKB on Razor. There is no Rolling Thunder. So when they respawn, they're going to go for it. It's a difficult game for Necro. Like, he just dies. They locked onto him. They were a bit slow in terms of using the dust. I think they didn't have any. Yeah, they just had a sentry there, so he needed to place the sentry, lost a little bit of time, but still got the kill on a Sanking. So pretty much the trade-off of 2 offlaners.
Yeah, we'll see it here.
Yeah, he dropped down sentry.
Unable to take down the Sand King, but not quite able to get much more. And you saw as well, SumaiL just was not able to really get involved in the fight at the start there. He knew that already things were going to take a turn for the worse there for Secret, and it was better for them to just cut their losses and keep themselves out of the remainder of the fight.
Tango does have a Blink Dagger as well, so it's going to be much easier for him to lock onto the target. And he is going for different talent. We've seen most of the time a Rolling Thunder duration, but he wants to be able to scale. Like, also does have a Maelstrom, so it's a lot of damage. I guess that's why he's going for it.
So
you want to have Ags like that. Yeah, that's what you're building into.
Nice Stormer. He's found Puppey trapped up on the stairs. As Puppey, he'll go down. The question is if they can chase for anything else. Nisha's still watching from the side. Maybe contemplating if they can get back in with an arena from Yapzor, but it's still difficult. With the last few fights, Entity are starting to create a bit of a lead. They're up about 4 or 5k on the gold. Of course, Roshan still stands. For Entity themselves, it's not as easy with their heroes to take Roshan's Secret, so they need to still go for kills. Yapzor is going to lay down the arena. Backup comes in from Nisha as he goes straight over the wall. Toby, the Reaper side there from Ice will take him down. The Sand King out of the fight.
These offlaners, they go in, they just straight up die. When I say offlaner, Mars is not, but, you know, he's doing the job of the offlaner pretty much at the moment. Ooh, SumaiL.
Yeah, he was going for it there. He was feeling confident with the full back of his reincarnation. I mean, they pushed Entity away. That is Toby gone, so no Sand King for 30 seconds. Maybe that's enough for SumaiL to feel that he can get hitting onto the Roche again. They really,
this Roshan, like everyone wants to take it, but they know there's so much scouting coming out. Oh, the big plays!
Get a bit of a stun onto Puppey over from the side, burning the mana of SumaiL, and Chrysalis in with a good link, but the forces there will break SumaiL away from the Razor. Stormstormer, he's found the angle to control Puppey off to the side. Grepify will buy a little bit of time for Puppey. He'll turn with the life drain, but Chrysalis easily slaps him down. Now they'll continue to chase on towards Ice. He'll also fall as Chrysalis commits him with the BKB. Hookshot for a Fishman. He's trying to go for more. The rest of the team started to back off. They didn't realize he'd be able to get the catch. Unfortunately for Fishman, that means he will die off the back of that hookshot.
What a play there from Kataomi. He has a Force Staff, so he forced his own Centaur creep to be able to, like, start the fight. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with the Force. Team Secret also prioritizing Force Staff in the next couple of items, because Puppey has one, and also Necro's even going for one.
Yeah, as you say, look at that there. Very neatly done. A little bit of a way to start the fight. But it definitely seems like, you know, Secret are just sort of hitting a bit of a roadblock. Like, they want to try and take a fight before they can go for Roche. And they don't want to go for Roche before they've got a kill or something. Yeah, each time they're going at Entity, and Entity is dealing with them pretty well in these team fights.
Problem is, they don't have a hero that can kill the Pango. They don't have anything to lock him down once he uses the roll. So they need to be the one initiating and possibly just locking him down. They do have enough burst damage. If they get a good jump with the Storm Spirit into a Spear Reaper site, Pango dies. Like, they don't have anything to save him with. So, like, I'm not sure, because he's keeping the distance. Stormstormer has been very good at just understanding where he needs to stand. He goes in not as a first, or he's just using the roll into the Blink Dagger so that they can't jump him.
And here we go. Secret, they're going to try again. They're very much sticking to this plan. They need a fight. They need some kills before they can go for the next objective. Now, they know that Entity is going to be very prepared for them around this area. Smoke will wear off, and Secret just not able to find the option to get in onto Entity. Still struggling to sort of break themselves out of this position that Entity seems to be able to hold them in right now.
Is under attack.
If we could check the heat map of all the heroes in the past like 5+ minutes, it's all gonna be around the Roche pit. Big timing for Entity is gonna be this refresher on Razor. He still needs a little bit less than 2,000 gold, but eventually he's gonna farm it. Yeah, the heat map bottom, nothing's happening. You
no
know,
one wants to be down there.
here or there, but it's all about that Roche. And it's the first Roche, it's not even the second one. Usually people do tend to play like this around the second Roche because it's much more valuable. You do get the shard from it.
Secret will split back up a little bit. Just momentarily, ISO pushes out a wave in the mid. SumaiL looks to get together that BKB so he can have a much better shot of just jumping in, committing on a target without much interrupt at all.
SumaiL doing an illegal move. He moved to the bottom part of the map for a second. Understood, like, we can't play there. There's literally no one there.
Yeah, ISO heading down into the very lonely territory of that area. Not much going on there at all. So we may see another attempt for a fight round. This top spot with the pickup of SumaiL, BKB. It's online.
2 Force Staffs done. On side of Secret. Necro has one, and also Pugna. So they will need to use 1 Force Staff to break the link on Wraith King. He just doesn't feel comfortable playing a fight when Razor locks onto him. Like, he needs to be able to reset, wait for his BKB to go down. It's gonna get difficult because Razor 500 gold away from refresher.
That's coming out in very good time here for Crystallis. Let's have a little bit of lag here. Just to calm things down a little bit.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. But can you do it twice? Not even close.
What a scrub.
Pango's having a good time. He's having a laugh about it. It's one of the best laughs in the game, for sure.
That is a good one. It's got a great voice actor, Pango.
What is happening here? It's the swashbuckle.
Now, that's some anime stuff here. Now, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the pause. We'll be getting on our way, hopefully very shortly. And then we'll see how this sort of eternal fight for the Roche continues.
This Roshan is so important. I'm gonna call it. Whoever wins, gets the Aegis from this Roche just wins the game.
I mean, it does feel like, you know, at the moment, the game is stuck in this spot that, yeah, once that Roshan goes down, it will have freed up in favor of one of the teams. Absolutely. So yeah, poor Roche, he's been rather bored for the last 10 minutes or so. No action at all going on in there. It's all outside and around the pit.
Have we ever changed Roche the way he looks? I think once.
Yeah, he gets the Santa hat, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't mean that, but he always looked like that. I think like his icons got upgraded at one point.
I'm sure his model was probably a bit worse in the past, right? Like, they must have done his model up a bit, right, over the years. Because he looks quite nice. He's looking good for himself, Roche.
Yeah, there's no need to change it.
No?
Same goes for Morphling. Like, why would you change something that looks so good?
That's true. That's true. One of the most advanced models in the game, Morph. Oh, we're missing a player. Oh, it's one of those lag pauses.
Oh, he's definitely checking the router.
Yes, indeed. We'll give the benefit.
It's not
He's
that
resetting
true.
the internet. He's, you know, he's gone and told his, his family to stop downloading films and things, stealing all the internet, and here we go. Be back on and ready to roll, hopefully, if the lag's sorted.
Gotta fix the hair.
Oh, someone else is having a bit of lag.
Camera.
So,
There's a lot of lag.
You know, you got to reset the router sometime. Yep. So hopefully you, ladies and gentlemen, aren't lagging at home, and the stream's coming to you nice and silky smooth.
Yeah, use this opportunity to get a snack, get some water, get hydrated. Might be in the zone.
Yeah, he wants to get back on with this.
Pauses are really annoying in Dota. You like lose the track
most
of everything.
Of the time, it depends on the mood you're in. You know, sometimes maybe you needed the toilet and then someone DCs and pauses and you're like, oh, I can actually take advantage of this pause. But yeah, most of the time you're like, I just want to play.
One of the best things that happened to Dota is that you can't pause at the start of the game. One of my favorite updates in last 10 years, I'd say, for sure.
I don't understand why it happened, but indeed I agree that I like it.
People are abused. Every single game started with the pause.
I'm back on Secret once again in this same spot, looking to take a fight against Entity before they back off for Roshan. But Entity know they're holding close to tier 2 tower. There's the pickup. Yeah, Seb was on the horizon. The refresher orb done for Crystalis.
Like, this has to be a game where heroes are the least farmed, considering the area that they're farming right now. Because this whole bottom part of the map,
like, everybody's there as well, really. I mean, what have we got at the moment for Secret? ICE pushed out like one wave top, but other than that, everybody is just holding hands here in Entity's jungle, just looking for some action.
If someone bought Boots of Travel in this game, he would have like 3 times net worth of the other heroes.
A little bit of a break there. You know, Secret, Nisha splits up, farm a camp. And now Entity, they're ready to get on the aggressive themselves. They just got a big pickup, as I say, on Crystalis. They're more than happy to look for a fight, to take a fight against Secret, especially if they're the ones making the jump. Let's see what they can get. Oh, a little bit of an awkward initiation there. But we'll get the job done. Puppy will still go down.
BKB from Sanking just to get the kill.
Oh, we're going to see Nisha. He tried to go in on the backlines whilst Entity committed for Puppy. We'll see SumaiL jump in. He's over onto Fishman, but Christmas immediately on top of him with the static link. So SumaiL, he's definitely going to be going down the once, over to the side. They've caught ISO around the stairs. SumaiL now with the BKB is able to turn with the second line, take out Crystalis, as Crystalis down for a minute.
Oh, what a jump from Nisha. He understood. There is a refresher, but if I jump him first, oh, there's so much damage from this Enchantress with the pike.
Yeah, Yapsor trying to step up to chase Stormstormer, very low on the HP. SumaiL wants to continue to commit. The disarm is there, though, from Stormstormer. Fishman tries to hook shot back over, but the Monk Golem's blocking his way. Katsuomi trying to take them on sort of 1 versus 3 here with the damage that he has. Quick force to the side. Puppy trying to escape. Stormstormer jumping back in on minimal HP there. Yapsor's going to try and take his attention over here. Nisha, he's able to get it. Zips over, and in fact, they're going to be able to take down every single member of Entity. Plus 1 as well. That was a dieback from Fishman. So, and finally, the patience from Secret pays off. They get that fight they were looking for. They take down everybody plus more, and now they can finally get that Roshan.
What a jump from Nisha. He understands that Razor used Refresher, so he jumps in before he uses the second BKB and second static link. They connected with the Wraith King stun.
Yeah, check it out.
Get a kill. Nisha, yeah, that was pretty big. Nisha, the real Stormstormer in this game.
He is. He's storming all over the shop here, Nisha. He's sped things back up to the pace that he was bringing at the start of this game off the back of the lanes. He'll be rewarded with the Aegis to keep his KDA untouched here. 808.
Level 20. He has that Aegis, extra seconds on the Vortex. Going for a BKB, less than 1,000 gold away from it. So once he gets that, he's gonna feel very safe coming into these fights. Like, the only thing he needs to be careful about is the hook shot. I don't think they're gonna be using it to kill the Storm, especially with the Aegis on him. YapzOr, he does have a Blink Dagger, so the initiation is going to be much easier. He also picked up the Shard before he got his Blink Dagger, so possible 2 people speared. Going for Lens. Very interesting build. I don't mind that. Like, the Zero consumes mana and also needs some extra cast range, so like different way of building because he is playing position 4 Mars in this game.
Absolutely, and sometimes that little extra range can catch you off guard when Arena or Spear catches you a little bit further away than you'd normally expect from a Mars.
One thing we didn't talk about is Pugna's Ward. Like, this, one of the reasons why Hero is so popular, 25% less spell damage. If we're talking about Tango, Clockwork, and Sanking, it's a lot.
Oh, there we go, Nisha. He's ready to play aggressive here with that Aegis. He's ready to take these fights. Fishman tries to hook shot away, but doesn't even get a chance. He gets taken out before he can pull himself out of the action with the hook.
I think they need Reaper Sight on a bigger target. They can't allow it to use on a Clockwork, who is position 5 in this game. Like, they need to be able to lock down someone. If like, because you're very afraid. They do have enough lockdown and damage to just stun you with the spear, with the Storm Spirit, and even Wraith King. He does have double damage and the Linken Sphere. So SumaiL understanding like what needs to be done. They also don't have many abilities that can proc his Linken Sphere. So it's either Yule Scepter from Pango, Static Link, Burrow Strike, or Enchant.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Secret. They're going to see if they can catch some of Entity as Entity try to retreat. Stormstormer's in with the Rolling Thunder, trying to keep Kataomi safe, but there's no saving the Enchantress. There's Nisha, godlike now on the Storm Spirit. Now with the chase, maybe even able to look for more. He's still got enough mana to close. Roll up with the roll up. Stormstorm will be fine. Chrysalis turning with the BKB. Nisha still enough mana to keep himself safe, and of course has that Aegis. In fact, he wants to go back in with the remainder of the mana. A lot of damage coming in from Stormstormer. Hookshot forward from Fishman, but Puppey is healing up Nisha, making sure that Nisha can get the maximum amount of his first life before he gets forced to lose the Aegis. As Nisha, he's fighting on. He's getting so much done, and even going to be able to take him down the once. I don't think so. He's hiding in the trees. Chrysalis will opt for the TP out, but the timing's there from YapzOr.
Spear. YapzOr very crucial. The spear first on the Razor. First usage of the BKB from Razor didn't get them anything. Neither did Static Link, so he refreshed and he got speared away. This Etherland's actually really smart from YapzOr, because the spear connected twice. I don't think it would be able to connect without the extra cast range.
Yeah, these last couple of fights have been very rough for Entity. Secret now up 11k. And sort of, as you said, things speeding up massively. Once they're able to break through that initial hold of the game that Entity had, get that Roshan, things have opened up completely for Secret, and they're now just starting to overrun Entity.
Yeah, YapzOr setting a pretty big kill. That was almost like a solo kill, not enough damage, but Nisha jumps in from far away, gets the jump, and gets the kill. So far, they did not kill Storm Spirit a single time.
He's having such a great time in Nisha. And it's been a solid showing, and Anisha already on the look for more kills. He'll be ready to zip up to the high ground. Secret pushing in top, pushing in mid. So he'll be ready to see how much they can do on the siege. And Entity, no Storm up for 50 seconds. We'll see if they just let the mid racks go, or if he'll commit with a buyback.
Itemization from Team Secret in this game is pretty top-notch. They have another 4 staff coming onto the Mars. They do have Lotus Orb and the Linken Sphere on Wraith. Lotus Orb on Necro to pop it, so Razor's not gonna... They understand that most of the damage comes from the Razor, so they just itemize so he can't play the game.
We see that Nisha ready to zip in, maybe try and poke out some sort of reaction from BKBs. Got 20 seconds left to play with the Aegis. Another poke. Just trying to use the Aegis to its full extent. Want to see the Reaper side come down onto Fishman. The dead clock once again out for 45 seconds. They get the range racks.
ISI's having a really good time, because Clockwork did cause some issues in the laning stage, so he just used Reaper Sight 2 times in a row on him.
Nisha, so using that last bit of time on the Aegis, giving him that mana to zip across the map, maybe set things up to look for that final tier 2 that Entity have standing down there. As Entity, this game only getting more and more difficult with each passing second. 18k down now. You can see there, how drastically this has just fell into Secret's favor.
2 minutes until potential Roche spawn. I still feel Secret should take a fight. Like if they get an opening, try to go for it. Yes, you're playing into buybacks. How many buybacks do they have? There's one on Penguin, one on Razor, and one on the Enchantress. So potentially 3 buybacks, but you can still reset. As I mentioned, you do have 3 force stabs, and finally Puppey picks up the Harpies.
There we go.
So this is the way to jump.
Oh, Stormer has got that blink, so we'll be able to put a stop to that sneaky attempt from Yaps up on the low ground. Toby's going to jump down, and in fact, Fisherman with wraparound has the hook shot in onto Puppey. Puppey will die. See if they can get more from this. Stormer trying to jump forward, but he's now trapped himself with the Colts. We'll be able to blink back out as he'll look to control SumaiL. SumaiL losing his first life here. Nisha trying to commit in, but there's a lot of damage being pumped out from Crystallis's Razor. So Nisha has to keep the distance. Entity, can they chase more from this? They'll look towards Ice. Stormer staying on target. Ice will go for the TP out.
He does have a stun.
He does indeed. Toby straight back over with the Burrow Strike. Ice. He'll fall as well as Entity able to pull together quite a good hold in a defense as they jump outside of the base and catch Secret a little bit by surprise.
It was a refresher usage, so they do have like these 2 BKBs, 2 ultis, and that's when they're strong. Sanking did a good 2-man Burrow Strike, so that's why they opened up the fight. Harpy Creep also died. Pretty even in terms of gold that they got from the runes. I wanted to check, you know, we didn't check, but now it comes to my mind, like maybe because everyone was playing top part of the map, there was like, yeah, like 6 bounties there. Breaking hit level 25 and also overwhelming blink. The area of overwhelming blink is just insane. The slow and the duration is 6 seconds, so also his level 25 talent, 2 seconds on the Mortal Strike. It feels really good to have. I'm not gonna say one of the best talents in the game, but on the hero just feels really good because he can just go in.
And a great item as well there. Gotta love it when you find the Penta edge on these hard-hitting melee heroes. Entity. See what the moves to be now. And they are getting themselves out of the base and are able to do a quick round of their jungle. Try and close in on their next items. Secret. See if they do want to push it, if indeed, as you suggested, they may just wait for the next stages. And we'll see it come up in about just under a couple of minutes. Secret, happy to poke for kills before such an objective here. They'll smoke over and check around this point.
Having overwhelming blink on hero that like wants to go in, he can potentially cancel the blink daggers on Sanking and even Pango.
That's true.
The area is huge.
Now we see that Crystallis having to pop his BKB and TP immediately. We'll see off to the side. Japsaw is caught Fishman in the arena. Spear will miss, but shouldn't be an issue here. That's the damage from SumaiL. Enough to slice Fishman down. Over to the side, Puppey will fall. The Secret, they'll be ready to try and avenge him here. SumaiL grabs the second kill. Toby with the BKB and Epicenter will turn over towards Ice. They got good control as well with the Rolling Thunder. Not enough to kill him though. Ice is able to get the Ghost right off and live. The Reaper Side momentarily holding back Crystallis. Toby will fall. Ultra kill for SumaiL. He's looking for some rampages, but Nisha's going to be able to stop him from getting it. SumaiL, he'll have the fortune to turn towards Kataomi instead perhaps, but no, again, he's getting held back. Toby in once more with a Burrow Strike after he's brought back for this one. Big spear though from the 2 of them.
I think that's game.
I think it might be. Multiple heroes dying back there from Entity. That fight should be enough for Secret to at least clean up another set of racks or 2, and unless Crystallis can do something completely insane, 1 versus 5, probably the game.
Entity, they need to go in with all their abilities. Like, they're not very good at resetting the fights. They want to use the Refresher, the BKB, Sanking Epicenter, Rolling Thunder, and just make stuff done. But what Team Secret wants to do is that, like, they want this drawn-out fights where they can reset to have Bugna, have Storm Spirit regenerate Necro with the Spirit Vessel and the heals. So yeah, they don't have anything in the tank left. The Crystal is pretty much a lone warrior. Clockwork will join him.
Let's see what they can do. The fortification about to come to an end. It's 2 versus 5 here. Hard to see what they could pull out to try and stop this. They're going to try though. Christmas pops the BKB. Yapsor jumps in, but he's able to get forced out. He'll survive. And now Nisha just comes in on top of them completely with the Bull Lightning. That'll be it. GG is called. Secret will take this game 1. And honestly, after that point where they get the Roche finally, after a very, very slow sort of hold around that top bit of the map, it was, you were bang on. The game was pretty much over from that.